Good evening, people. What's up? So we have a super late stream tonight. I had promised I was going to do the question 69 and 70, which I had skipped while I was going over the multiple choice math from the Form A of the 2023. So let's jump into this, and hopefully the YouTube gods and the SHSAT gods are on my side. Let me just get this off the screen. And we'll jump right into this. Hope you all asleep, getting prepared for your big test day coming up. All right, this is basically algebra here at this point. So a bus trip begins with R occupants. So the total occupants is equal to R, okay, including the driver. At each of the 20 stops, 3 people get on and no one leaves, okay? So it basically means if you're starting with R, there's going to be 3 times the number of stops is the number of people that we're going to keep adding on. So if you're 3 stops in, you added 9 people. If you're 10 stops in, you added 30 people. Okay? And no one leaves. So we're up to here at this point. If 3 times as many people, if there are 3 times, I'm exhausted, guys, so I'm running on empty doing this. If there are 3 times as many bus occupants at the end of the 20th stop as there are at the end of the 4th stop, how many occupants did the bus have immediately after the 10th stop? So from this point here, I'm going to draw this line here. We need to figure out what R is. What was the original number of occupants? And then once we've done that, then we can see how many the 10th stop would be. Okay, so let's run through the words again. So at each of the stops, 3 people get on and off. So we're going to start basically here. There are 3 times as many people at the end of the 20th stop as there are at the 4th stop. Okay? So that means if we take R, because that's our original number of occupants, including the driver, plus, right, 3 times the 20, because that's our S here. That's our number of stops. That's going to be equal to R plus 3 times the 4th stop. Okay, so we're going to use the equation twice. And they're telling us there's 3 times as many at the end of the 20th. So we're going to need to multiply this by 3, right? Think that through. If there was 5 people at the 4th stop, then there should be 15 on top of that, right? Going past. All right, let me just make sure we're live and nobody's asking any questions. All right, we're good. No, nobody's even on here. That's what I figured anyway. Y'all probably asleep. All right. So at this point, we're going to run the distributor property. So we basically get R plus 60 equals 3R, and this that looks like a 2. It's supposed to be a 3. This becomes 3 times R plus, and then that's 12. Okay. So that's going to give us 36. And that's what we're going to have here. 3R plus 36. Okay. So we can subtract an R from here. That cancels. Subtract an R from here. So we get 2R. And then I'm going to subtract this 36 here and subtract the 36 there. Okay, so that would give us 24, right, if I'm doing this right. And therefore, R is equal to 12. All right. R is the original number of occupants. That's 12. Okay, so now they're asking, how many occupants did the bus have immediately after the 10th stop? Okay, well, if we follow the same thing, that's the number of occupants is equal to R plus 3 times the stop number. that's going to be 12. That's what we just computed, plus 3 times 10. So then we get 12 plus 30. Okay, and that gives us 42. All right, which would be our answer. All right, so that's that one. So this one required a little gymnastics and then about 3 or 4 steps. I guess 3 steps. Okay, the answer was not A. Enough of you guys are going to say A because you figured out how to get to 12, but then you don't know what to do with it. It was asking now that we have the 12, you have to reapply it. That's the original number of occupants in the bus. So we have to reapply the formula. So first of all, the clincher, let me change the color of the pen for a second. Is realizing this is the equation in the first place. And then we have to do this. That's the abstract equation. Then we actually have to do this step 2, which is the actual comparison of the 20th stop being 3 times the amount of the 4th stop. And then at that point, we get the arc is 12. And then we reapply equation number 1 a second time using the 10th stop. Okay, so that's not too bad. Let me just flip over here and see if we have any questions. No, we don't. So the next one's algebraic as well. J sold N tickets. Okay, so we're up to here. Pillar sold, or I'm not sure how to say that. It might be Pilar. Pilar sold 3 times as many as J did. If you notice, this is similar to the other one where we did the 3 times the number of occupants times 3 times the 20, right? These do not become 3P equals J. That's not what's happening here, right? So that's not what these mean. Think it through. If ply is 3 times as many as J, if J was 1, then pillow would be 3. So that means we're multiplying J by the 3 to get that, okay? It's a little unintuitive and a little kind of inverse logic, but when you put the test number in it, it works out, okay? So we're up to here. J sold them tickets, Pillow sold 3 times as many. This also means that, and I don't know if we're going to need this yet, but I'm just speaking out loud, that if Pillar is 3J and J was N, then Pillar is equal to 3N. We can just substitute the N in here for the J, okay? So that's kind of something interesting there. And then it says, together, J and Pillar sold 10 more tickets than Arnie. So J plus Pillar equals Arnie, or sorry, that says Amy, plus 10. So again, the plus 10 is on this side. Think it through. If together they sold 10, then that means Amy sold 1. They sold 10 more than Amy. All right? So that's kind of what we're looking for there. So if J is N and P was 3N, right? Then that is equal to Amy plus 10. Or if you will, 4N is equal to Amy plus 10. And they're asking how many tickets did Amy sell? Well, then we're just going to subtract 10 from their side. We subtract 10 from that side, and we get 4N minus 10, all right? Which is choice number H. And think it through. You can put a test number in there. Let's say J sold, let's try to make this using easy numbers. J sold 10 tickets. Pillar sold 3 times as many tickets as J did. So then Pillar sold 30, okay? Together, J and Pillar sold 10 more than number. So together, J and Pillar sold 40. okay? And they would have sold 10 more than Amy, okay? So Amy would have sold 30, right? So it says, which expression shows how many tickets Amy sold, all right? If N was 10, that's 40, minus 10 is 30, right? And that's what we just wrote up here that Amy sold. So it does all check out. We can use a barometer to run a little experiment. No, I used 10 because it's an easy number. Plus, it already said Amy sold 10 more. So I kind of thought at least it was going to be 20. 10, I want to work with easy units to do. I don't want to say like Jay sold 6 and Pilla sold 3 more. So now I'm working with 18, right? Those are, even though they're simple numbers, I just want to work with 5s or 10s or something like that. So that was really my motivation for that. Okay, uh, those are the two of these together. So please like, please subscribe. Have any questions or you need tutoring? Please email me at the bottom, GregsTutoringNYC @gmail.com. Take it easy, guys. Bye. Peace out.